Hello friends and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel IB All Designing Developer. My name is Inshal Beg. I am a full stack developer and graphic designer. Today I will show you how to build one detecting fake news project in data sciences in Python. And I hope you will also enjoy this project like I enjoy my previous projects of data sciences and AI. So now we'll be starting with our project. But before that you have to just hit the subscribe button if you are new here, and also please smash like button if you are just watching this video and if it is helpful for you, so do that. And I will be also bringing up some of the tutorial of data sciences like we have just worked with AI tutorial. So now we'll be starting with our project. So for building a detecting fake news project, first of all we have to, in this project we'll be just detecting one fake news, or you can just say many of the fake news if you want to detect, but I will show you one fake news how to detect that. Means if anyone just come, you can also see that many of like fake news are just here related to many other topics like we see. So like that you can detect the fake news like it is real news or it is fake news. So we can just detect that, and I will show you how to detect one fake news. You can also detect many of the fake news here by just learning how to detect one of them. So it will be just really easy to work with, but it will be just not any of the long video, just of 30 minutes. So now we'll be starting with that. Before that you have to just open your PyCharm text editor, or if you don't have to, if you don't download that, so just I will show you how to download. Just move to your Google Chrome and just write here like PyCharm, or you can write PyCharm text editor. So just don't care about that, it will be just having first link of PyCharm. Then you have to press the first link here, then it will be just asking to just install that, or you can say download. You will be having one download button, so you can also buy that. Its professional version is of like money, so you can just buy that here if you want to, because it provide many good features and quality. But if you are beginner, so my opinion is to just use community one, which is free. So just download that, and it will be just take some disk, or you can say take some space if you're having low end PC, so it will be not working in that. Just you have to have 4 GB RAM, or you can say 8 GB RAM to work with that, so it will be just good for you and it will be just working really good enough. So now I will be just closing this window here. Now you can see we have just installed that, and when you will be opening, so it will be just asked to just give your Python package name. Python package name, like you can say folder name, simple folders which we just make in desktop or any other disk. So here I'll be just right click on my package. So my package name is Python, which I have just put. You can also put any of the name, nothing happens here. So I will be just hovering on new, or you can say press that, nothing happens there. So it will be asking to create a file, new scratch file, directory, Python package, Python file, HTML file, editor, config file, resource bundle. So you can see there are many things which you can just create and work with that. So it's your choice like what things you are working with, so you can just work with that. But still we are working with Python, so obviously we'll be selecting a Python file. So if you are working with HTML, here you can select HTML file, but my opinion is to not use this text editor to work with HTML. You can use any other one like VS Code, Atom, Sublime Text, or any other one. This PyCharm is only for Python, so you can use HTML in that, but it's not just work like cool HTML. So you can just use Python to work with that, because it is really good work in Python. So you can just use that to work with. Simply I will be pressing Python file because we are working with Python. Then here I will be just writing my Python file name. Simply you can just write any name you want to. So I will be just writing that to like, okay, so I will be just coming and writing news. So you can also just write .py after that to save, because when we are working with any other text editor like VS Code, Sublime Text, or Atom, in that we have to go to file, save as, then we have to write our file name, then we have to write .py to just save that file into Python. But if you are working with PyCharm text editor, you don't have to do things like that. Just you have to take new file, Python file, give name to your Python file and press enter. You don't have to write .py in the last. In any other text editor you have to do that, because this PyCharm is a beginner text editor, so in that it's provide low end features in for beginners. So just you can use like that. So if you are intermediate or advanced level programmer in Python, so you can use VS Code or any other text editor, because this PyCharm is obviously for beginners here. So I will be writing .py, you can not write that. I'll be pressing enter. You can say now this is obviously just having news.py file. So I will be just zoom in so you can see my codes which I will be writing. Now we have to link one file with that, like I've shown my folder really many times, like in local disk C, which I have just created. In that I've just put my linking file from which I just see the codes and just link with that. So here I will be now coming, then I will be taking some of the codes, but before that I'll be going back here, then here also, then I'll be just taking this file. Just you have to do one thing, go to sentiment analysis Python, then you have to just take this file here. But before that I will be taking this file, then taking it to my PyCharm text editor. So you can see it is just having these things there, so you don't have to write these things, but it is an introduction to this project, like what is fake news. If you don't know about that, so you can just learn this instruction and just you can see what is about and how to work with that here. So I will be now closing this here. So when you're done with this txt file, you have to move to your like this folder here again. Then I will be just moving to this here, and you can see you will be getting more txt file here. Now I will be moving this sentiment analysis.py file to my PyCharm text editor like that. So you can see this file has been just coming here. So you have to just write these codes in your news.py file, so we can just link with that and we will be getting these things here. So for working with that, before that you have to just move to top here. Okay, so just move to top. Now when you've done with that things here, you have to do like go to news.py file. Now you have to just write here like import pandas as PD. So this is a shortcut of that, like to import anything. If you are working with data sciences or AI, you have to just write this import pandas. But in some projects, we just don't work with that because it is not really important in some of the projects here. Like these are the small project which we are working with. So we have to just work with that. Really going to this in pandas and many other numpy and script also. So here I'll be now coming there. I'll be writing import numpy as np, which is a short form of that, like we have written PD. So I will be now coming underneath. Then I will be writing import script skippy, sorry. So here just write that as, and you have to just write simply like that. So I will be just now coming writing import date time and write here as dt because it is a short form of that. Now come underneath and write here only import time, so nothing you have to write after. So I will be now coming underneath, so you can see the thing, it is just written like polarity data date, means data folder you can say, or path. So here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing polarity, then I will be just writing this underscore after that. Now when you've done that, just write here data dir, or you can write data folder if you not understand what is dir here, because it will be just easy for you, because it is not any of the tag. I am just writing this thing so we can just remember this is a dir. So here I'll be now writing OS path, so just take care about that. You have to write it correctly because it is a tag. Now I will be writing dot join, make this bracket after that. Now move to sentiment analysis.py file, just come here and write here polarity, but you don't have to just write it in capital, just write it in small like it is written. Then you have to write here comma and then move forward here, just write here like RT, then write this dash here, and you can see there it is written polarity data simply like that, which is just written in one string. Now when you've done with that things, I will be just moving here, then I will be writing here like RT, which should be in capital like it is written. Then I will be writing polarity again, so just write that. So when you've done with that things, make underscore again, and you can see here it is written POS file, so it is a location of my file. Okay, you can say name of the file, so you can also put any of the name. So I will be now coming, then I'll be writing same thing at the top, which is just written os path dot join, making this bracket here. So now you have to just write one thing here. I will be just writing that to like polarity data, so just write that. So when you've done with that, write comma here, move here, so you can see there it is written not polarity data like that, it is just written in capital like at the here it is written. So I will be now writing polarity data like that, but I'll be not writing there because there is not any of the folder here. So here it is, so we have to just write that. So it was just my mistake here, which I was just not writing. So when you've done with that things, here you have to move, then write here like RT polarity again. So when you've done with that thing, just if I know we have to write data or not. Okay, so we don't have to just write data, we have to write false, because here we are just making POS file. Then I'll be writing .txt file because this file is just making in txt. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing R polarity again. Then you have to just make this POS, and now it was just not POS. If I show you, yes, it is not POS file, it is NEG file here. Then write OS path again, so just I'll be writing that, and you have to write dot join, so just make dot join, make this bracket here, then write that to like polarity data dir. Then when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now writing RT polarity, so just write that here. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be writing that to like neg.txt. So you can see we have done with that thing. If I move here, so you can see all the things are perfect here, we can just move on with that. So I'll be now moving down enough, and you can see there are one comment here which is just coming, and we have to write that. Here I'll be writing hashtag, then I'll be writing this function, then just move forward, and here it is written takes a feature selection. So it is written takes a feature selection, then just move forward, and you can see there it is written mechanism. So here I'll be now writing that mechanism, move forward here, then here just there is spelling mistake, now it is good. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then you can see there it is written and it returns its, and just move forward and you can see there it is written performance in a variety of metrics. So here I'll be writing its performance in variety of, and you can see there it is written metrics. So just write that things. Now here I'll be just moving down enough. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now writing depth evaluate. So here I'll be now writing that. So now just I'll be moving here first of all, then I will be just coming, then you can see here it is written like that. I'll be just writing this underscore here, then I'll be writing features, then make this bracket here, and you have to write here like feature selection. So here I'll be now writing feature underscore, you have to write, then write here selection. So when you're done with that things, here I'll be now moving, then you have to just write select here, it is not selection. Make this like semicolon, then I'll be moving down enough. You can see there it is written like POS features. So here I'll be now writing that. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then there it is written equal to square bracket, move down enough, then there it is written NEG features. So just write here. When you've done that, I'll be writing equal to, then square bracket, move down enough again. Then here I will be just writing that to like HTTP. Then I'll be making this semicolon here and writing this, and here I'll be writing stack flow. Then you have to write here like stack overflow, it is just written. So here I'll be now writing. When you've done with that things, here I'll be now moving, you have to write .com/, then you have to write here like questions, press slash again, then I will be just writing that to like 367, the number same you have to write here because it is a POS file number. So here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing splitting, and when you've done with that things, here I'll be now moving, and you have to write here like, here you have to write a string. So here I'll be now writing that. So when you're done with that, just you have to write same dash here, then you have to write into words. So here I'll be now writing into words, then write this dash again, then you can see there it is written and punctuation. So first of all I'll be moving here. Okay, so you can see that it's written and punctuation. So here I'll be now writing and punctuation. So when you're done with that things, here before that I'll be just moving. So you can see we have just done with that, but here I'll be now coming, then you can see it is done. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now moving. Okay, so it is out. So now I will be just coming underneath, then I'll be moving back here. So here you can see there it is written breaks up. So here I'll be now writing like breaks up, then I'll just move forward, and you can see there it is written like the sentences, then just move forward. You can see there it is written into lists. Here I'll be now writing that. Now just you have to move forward, and here you can see there it is written like of individual, and then you have to write individual. Then you have to move forward, and here you can see there it is written words. Then just you have to write this bracket, and you have to write here like as selected. Then move forward again, then you have to write by the input mechanism. So write here like by the input mechanism. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be making this bracket here. Now here I'll be just moving forward and write here and append. Then you have to just move forward again, write here like POS or NEG after each list. So here I'll be writing POS and NEG after, and when you've done with that things, here I'll be now moving. So you can see that it's written after each list. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now moving down enough. So you can see we are getting this thing. So when you've done with that, here you have to write with open, which is just written. So write with open, make this bracket here. So when you've done with that, you have to move here, and you have to write here like RT polarity. So just write that here again. Now you have to just come here. You can see that is written POS file. Now when you've done with that things, here you have to write comma. In one string you have to write R. Move forward, then write here like POS sentences. Okay, so when you've done with that things, here you have to do one thing. You have to come here, then I'll be just making this semicolon, then coming underneath, then you have to write here for I in, then write here like POS sentences. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be moving down here. So just you have to write that. Now when you've done with that things, here you have to come, then write here like POS words. Then I will be just moving here, and when you've done with that, just you have to write equal RE final words. And when you've done with that, you have to just write here like another thing, there you can see not written final, but just here it is written final. And if I move here, so you can see that it is written find all. Then I will be just making this bracket here. So when you've done that, just you have to write R, make this brackets, and now here I'll be writing this sign, then writing \W. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now making this one string here, but before that I'll be moving here. So you can just see one thing here, like I'll be just erasing, then making this bracket again. So here it is just written this thing, so I have to just write that here. So when you've done with that, now you have to do one thing, you have to write plus sign here, then make this one sign, and when you've done with that thing, you have to move here, and you have to just change that to like this square bracket, write dot in that, then move here, and you have to write here like comma and this mark which is just written, then you have to write question mark and semicolon, then close this bracket here. So when you've done with that things, you have to do one thing, you have to just come here, then write comma here, and when you've done with that, just write here I dot strip, make this bracket here again. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be moving here, and when you've done with that, just you have to do one thing, you have to come here and you have to write R string. So here we have done with that things. Now when you've done with that, just I'll be moving here and erasing this thing here. So here we have done with that, I'll be just erasing this and writing this slash. Okay, you can say this. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be moving here and find all we have just written here. Okay, so it is just written. So when you've done with that things, now just I'll be writing this to close. So you can see now it is good enough here. So when you've done with that things, you have to do one thing, you have to come here now, just press enter, and when you've done with that thing, just write POS word again equal, then I will be just moving forward right here like feature. So here I'll be now writing that, then move here again, then you can see there it is written like select. So here when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then I'll be just writing POS words again, so just write that, then you have to do one thing, you have to just write here like comma POS. So when you've done with that thing, here I'll be now coming, then here I'll be just coming underneath again, changing that to like POS features, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be doing one thing, I'll be moving here, you have to just write here dot append, then I'll be just making this bracket here, and you have to write here like POS words. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be coming underneath, then you have to just write here like with open, then just I'll be moving here, and you have to write here like RT polarity. So here I'll be now writing, then you have to do one thing, come here, write here like NEG file. So here I'll be now writing, then I'll be just writing this comma here, and you have to just do one thing like write here one string and R, then you have to come here and write here like as, and then you have to write here like NEG sentences. So when you've done with that thing, so here I'll be just moving here, and I'll be writing for I in range, then when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming, then you can see there it is written for I in next sentences. So here I'll be writing next sentences. Okay, so when you've done with that thing, just you have to write here like that. Now I'll be just making this semicolon moving down enough, you have to write here like NEG words equal, then I will be just moving forward and writing here like RED find all, then I'll be just making this bracket, then you have to write here like R, and then I'll be making this here again, then just simply I will be just writing here this same thing like here I've written, then I will be just moving, and you can see there it is written \W one string, then you have to close that here. So when you've done with that, now you have to do one thing, write plus sign, this sign, and here you have to move, then you have to write here like this and write dot and write comma, then this mark and question mark semicolon, and you have to do one thing, close that here, but I'll be now writing here like this comma. So when you've done with that things, just here it is not written, simply this thing it is written, and here also. Now here also I'll be writing one string, so you can see we have done with that. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now writing that to like I dot R strip, then I'll be just making this bracket. So when you've done with that, just I'll be moving here, now you have to write here like NEG words again, then you have to write equal to, so you have to just come here and write here like features, and when you've done with that thing, just I'll be writing here like feature dot select, And when you've done with that things, you have to just now write underscore here, so I'll be writing that. And when you've done with that, just I'll be writing this bracket here, then I'll be writing neg words. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be moving here, then I will be just writing this neg again. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be going down here, then you have to just write neg features. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be now moving, then you have to write dot append, make this bracket here, so you have to just come here again, then I'll be writing neg word. Then when you've done with that things here, I'll be now coming underneath and here also. So when you've done with that, just I'll be moving back here, going down. So when you've done with that thing, just you have to write selects. So here I'll be now coming, then I'll be writing here, just you have to come here. So you have to write here like selects and then move forward here. Then I'll be writing 3/4, move forward again. Then you have to write of the feature. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be just writing to be used. Then you have to write here like for training. Then just move forward here, and now you have to just write here like and 1.5/4, move forward again, to be used. And now you have to just write for testing. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be moving down, then I'll be writing POS cut off. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be coming here, then here I'll be now just writing equal, then I will be just coming here, and then I'll be writing init math. And here when you've done with that thing, just you have to come here and write here dot load, then I'll be just making this bracket here. So when you've done with that, just you have to write POS file. So when you've done with that things here, I'll be now coming there to say that POS features. So here I'll be now writing. So when you've done with that things here, you have to just do one thing, you have to write this and then write 3/4, move down enough, then you have to just write here neg cut off, then you have to write equal to, and you have to write here like init math dot load, then write here len means that. So when you've done with that thing, just you have to write neg features. Okay, so I'll be pressing this project, and when you've done with that things here, I'll be just doing one thing, I'll be moving here, press that, move here. So you can see there it is written down enough here, so I will be just moving. So you can see there it is written like POS NAC features now. So here I'll be now writing that. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now writing this multiply sign 3/4, move down enough here. Then when you've done with that, here I'll be writing train features equal, then I will be just moving forward, and here you have to write POS features. And when you've done with that things here, you have to just write here like POS cut off. So when you've done with that, now just I'll be moving here, then I'll be writing plus NAC features. So when you've done with that things here, I'll be now coming, then I will be just writing here like this NAC cut off. So when you've done with that things here, I'll be now moving, then I'll be writing test features equal. Then when you've done with that, just you have to write POS features, and here I'll be now writing this square bracket here, and then I'll be writing POS cut off. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be now doing one thing, I'll be just coming here, then I will be just writing plus and moving forward. So when you've done with that things here, I'll be now coming, then I will be writing that to like NAC features, and here I'll be now just making this bracket here. So here I'll be now writing NAG cut off, making this semicolon, then I will be just moving down enough, and here I'll be now writing trains, then just move forward again, then I'll be writing a name, then I'll be just moving forward, and here I'll be writing base. And when you've done with that things, you can see there it is written classifier. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be now coming underneath, then I'll be writing this thing like here I'll be now moving, then I'll be writing classifier. Then when you've done with that things here, I'll be now writing equal name, and here I'll be now just moving here, and you can see there it is written name base, and here I'll be just writing that to like classifier. And here when you've done with that thing, just I'll be now making this bracket here, and then I'll be writing dot train, making this bracket, then I will be just writing here like train features. And here when you've done with that thing, just I'll be moving down, then you have to just write here like initiates. So here I'll be now writing that. And when you've done with that thing, so here you have to just write references. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be now writing that to like reference sets. and when you've done that I'll be just moving here, and then I'll be writing n test sets. So when you've done that, here I'll be now just coming, and then I will be just coming here writing reference, then I will be just writing that to like reference sets equal, then I'll be just moving here, then writing collections dot, then I will be just writing here like default dict, and then I will be just making this bracket here, and then there it is written set. So I will be now coming underneath, then I will be writing that to like test sets equal, then I will be just moving forward, write that to like collections dot, and then I will be just writing here like default. Okay, so here I'll be closing that. So here I'll be writing default, and I will be just moving here. So you can see that is written default dict, not with the dot, it is just written simply default dict here. Then I will be just moving, and you can see that it is written set. So just write same things here, go to file, press save, and when you've done with that, just you have to do another thing like so. Now here you can see we have just done with that things. Now when you've done with that, just you have to move to this sentiment analysis.py file, and here underneath you can see we are just getting these things. Now I will be just coming underneath, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be now writing this hashtag, because now it will be also a comment like at the top we have written. Just I'll be writing correctly, so just write that. Then you have to do one thing, you have to just move forward here, and I will be just writing here like labeled. Then you have to move forward again, then just write here like sentences. So when you've done with that, just I'll be now moving forward here, and I will be just writing here in references, and when you've done that, here I'll be now moving. Then when you've done with that, just I'll be now writing this, and here when you've done that, now just I'll be moving forward. You have to just write here like reference sets, and here I'll be just moving, and then you have to just write and just write here like predictively, and here I'll be writing predictive, and now just I'll be writing predictively. Then just move forward, just write here like labeled version, and when you're done with that, just I'll be moving forward, and then you have to just write here in test sets. So here I'll be writing in test sets. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be moving down here. So when you're done with that, just you have to write here like for I comma, then you have to write here like features. So here I'll be now writing that. So when you're done with that, just you can see there it is written features label, then move here, and you have to just write here like in enumerate, then you have to just make this bracket here. So when you've done with that, you have to write here like test features. So now when you've done with that, just I'll be making this semicolon, then I'll be moving down. You have to write here like reference, and then I'll be writing reference sets. Now here I'll be just coming, then write here like label. Then when you've done with that, now just I'll be coming here, and you have to just write here like dot add sets. Then I'll be just moving down here again. Now you have to just come here, and then I will be just writing here like I. So here when you've done with that, now just I'll be coming underneath, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing predicted, and I'll be just moving here, and then I'll be writing classifier. So when you've done with that thing, just I'll be moving here, and now when you've done that, here I'll be just coming and writing that to like classify. So here I'll be now writing that. Then when you've done with that, just I'll be moving here and writing that to like feature, and here when you've done that, just I'll be now writing that. Then I will be just moving down and writing that to like test sets, and I'll be just writing this square bracket here. So when you've done with that, just I'll be writing predicted, and then I'll be just moving here, and when you've done with that, just here I'll be writing add I. So when you've done that, now just I'll be moving down here, and then I will be just coming here and writing that to this hashtag, and then writing that to like prints, and then I will be just moving forward. You have to just write here like matrix, then just move forward again. So when you've done with that thing, just write here like to show all, then just move forward, and you have to just write here how well, and then you have to write here like the feature, and then you have to just write here another thing which should be like the feature selection. And here when you've done with that, I'll be just coming, and then there it is written did. So now here I'll be writing that. Now I will be just coming underneath, but I'll be raising this slash which I was just writing here. Then I will be moving to sentiment analysis, and you can see there it is written like print, then there it is written train, and I'll be just moving here and writing that to like on, and I'll be just writing %d instances, And when you've done with that, here I'll be now coming and I'll be writing test, and then I will be just moving forward here and I'll be writing on %d, then move forward again, then I'll be writing instances. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be now just coming here and writing that to like %, moving forward here, and I'll be writing then, and then I will be just writing that to like train features. So when you've done with that, just I'll be now coming here, then I will be just coming, and then I'll be writing that to like comma, then moving here, and you can see there it is written len test feature. So here I'll be now writing len test features. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be now coming, then I will be just doing one thing, I'll be just coming underneath, then I will be just writing here like print, and here I'll be now writing like accuracy, then I will be just moving forward. You have to just write here like comma, then move forward again, then you have to just write here like nlpk dot, then just write here like classify, so just write that. Now when you've done with that thing, just you have to move here, then write here util dot, then right here another thing which should be just like accuracy, and when you're done with that thing, just I'll be moving and writing this bracket here, writing that to like classifier here. So when you're done with that thing, just I'll be doing one thing, I will be just writing here comma, then just moving forward here, and when you're done with that, just here I'll be now writing that to like test features. So when you're done with that, now just I'll be coming underneath, then you have to just write another thing which should be like print, then you have to write here like GOS, then just write here another thing which should be like registration. So when you're done with that, just save here by going to file. So now it is done. So when you will be just saving and just running that here, if I show you by running that in my terminal, so our file name was like news.py. So here I'll be selecting this file, then it will be take some time and it will be just giving error, because here it was not any of like text error, it is just file error here. So don't care about that, it will be obviously running here, and you have to just wait some of the seconds, like 10 to 5 seconds, then it will be just work here, and you can just see like what the fake news is and what the real news you have detect. So like that you can detect your own fake news project in Python in data sciences. So I hope you understand this project, and I hope you also enjoy this project like a Jagmal PS project of data sciences and artificial intelligence in Python. So just I'll be meeting you next project. So for today, goodbye.